Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jackie Jovic.
And I'm Dan Jovic. And our top story this evening, the stepmother charged with capital murder in the death of a 3-year-old child in Texarkana, Arkansas, is now being held without bond.
She and the toddler's father made their first court appearance today, and our camera was allowed in for the proceedings. NBC6's Heather Wright has details.
26-year-old McKenna Belcher Cawley has little to say as the judge orders her held without bond on a charge of capital murder in the death of her stepdaughter, 3-year-old McKinley.
Any questions about any of that? All right.
She is kept separate from her husband, Everett Cawley. His bond is set at $1 million on charges he permitted the abuse.
You feel like you understand them? Okay.
Every internal organ in the child's body was damaged. Extensive damage to this child over a period of time. Some of the injuries were older.
An arrest affidavit summarizes a doctor's exam of McKinley, which included that she had been deprived of oxygen for an extended amount of time, had bruising patterned to suggest use of a rigid object, and missing hair that appeared to have been removed by force. The affidavit also notes the presence of steel-toe boots belonging to her stepmother.
I mean, this child was stomped to death. And it's hard for anybody, even though I do this for a living, to wrap your head around the possibility of this happening.
McKenna Belcher Cawley also faces a second-degree domestic battery charge for injuries to her 2-year-old stepson.
He did have injuries and bruisings, but did not have the internal injuries.
Prosecutors say they will decide whether to seek the death penalty in the case against McKenna once their investigation is complete. As for the child's father,
If there's additional information that comes forward that shows that he was an accomplice in any way to these charges, then he will also be charged as an accomplice to capital murder.
Heather Wright reporting there. Little boy that was also injured and the infant taken from the home are in state custody.
The couple is set to appear in court again April 16th.